Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome, one and all. All right, here we are for episode 7. Guadalcanal. Looks like that's where we were on the map when we exited. Let us pause the game. All right. Oh, we're in Midway. Midway's getting hammered. I need to send a scout plane. Oh, that's a carrier. I don't like how it messes up the order of all your. Sometimes. It doesn't do it every time. All right. Santa Rosa. They'll probably shoot some of these down, but we got to have a scout out there. I mean, I guess we could turn them on. Yeah. Last time I abandoned Wake Island simply because of. I'm sending them too far anyway. They can't even go that far. Damn. All right. Whatever. Where is the Enterprise? He's hauling ass too. Yeah, 27 knots. Why is it going 27? Why is they're all messed up too? All right. Well, I'm pretty sure that this Midway has gotten hammered too much and it's not going to be able to be recovered. I'm not positive about that, but I made a mistake. First of all, one of these. Yeah, it's hammered. It's getting raided right now. I mean, I could run this carrier down there, but it hates everybody also. Task Force 33. That's 2 cruisers, heavy cruisers. They're going back to San Diego because we got some Essex coming out. Task Force 32. That's 2 battleships headed to Yorktown. No, they were headed to the Enterprise. Sorry, Toga. I think well, we're just going to see what happens. Doesn't look good, right? We put so much effort into Midway, and now we've got it wiped out. New Ireland. Why are these guys not? Well, see, they're out of order also. Dang on it. They keep putting them back in their original battle groups. Where's my fighters at? Oh, they got Hellcats, which is fine. Where's them Corsairs? All right. Oh, the Yorktown. More dive bombers. Where's these fighters at? Let me go ahead and. I don't know. Corsairs. Oh, they're hammering at Yorktown. Enemy aircraft have been spotted by New Ireland. Of course it has. I mean, we're. Yeah, they don't want to lose that. Well, they took fucking Midway. What is this? Oh, that's my spotters. Carrier's right over here. I'm gonna send torpedo bombers in just a second. Okay, we need to. Well. Some bitch is hidden, isn't he? All we'll switch to all torpedo bombers. All right. What's the distance on these torpedo bombers? It should be good now. All right. 68 torpedo bombers. Mm-hmm. I think I'll move these guys out. Mm. All right, let's switch back to the Enterprise. They're in port. Yorktown needs repairs. We'll put everybody else on that. On taking it easy. Now we'll switch back to bombers. Dive bombers. And Yorktown. Dive bombers. I think it's Madang. I think that's Madang. Scout at 0%. We're going to scout with our fighters. I don't care if some of them get wiped out because well, this is just crazy. Where the fuck is this guy? Well, let's just slow them down. All right, finally. Jesus, they passed us. Wake Island. All right, we got 4 carriers against 2. And they're outrunning us. All right, we switched them over to bombers. They were ASW, and we switched one of the Catalinas to a torpedo bomber. All right, we got lost Midway. Let's get some more shit going. Carriers is where it's at. Battleship went the way of the dodo during and after World War II. That's 6 carriers. 2,000 war bonds, and they're all 6 upgraded. So we already had 3 coming. 1, 2, 3. 52 days, 2 of them will be out. 60 days, 1 of them will be out. So these guys, we got to wait 3 months, and we'll have 9 carriers added to our torpedo bombers. We sunk one of their carriers. And that was the destroyer fleet. No, it wasn't. What's funny is that we abandoned Wake Island to get back to protect Midway, and that damn 4 carrier fleet was already on them. We didn't know it. These 6 torpedo bombers should take out that destroyer. Yeah, he did. I watched a video about Midway, and when the American carriers, uh, supposedly the American intelligence service, the you know listeners, whatever, they figured out the Japanese code, and so they knew that they were coming towards Midway. Okay, so we only had two carriers. We had the Saratoga and the Enterprise. Midway happened just after Coral Sea. Lexington was sunk. The Yorktown was hammered. The Yorktown went back to Pearl Harbor for 2 days to repair. For 2 days. They repaired the Yorktown for 2 days. The Enterprise and the Saratoga took off. They didn't know if the Yorktown was even going to be there. They had reports that there were maybe 4 or 5, definitely going to be 4 or 5 carriers from the Japanese Navy attacking Midway. But they sent 2 only. And Nimitz said that if, it's tall odds to 2 against 5, but he said that if one of his carriers could destroy 2 enemy flat tops. He called them flat tops because of their flat top with the flight deck and everything. He said one of his American carriers can sink 2 flat tops. So he's sending 2 carriers against 4. He's saying if they get attacked first, we get to attack first, we have the element of surprise, that we shouldn't have a problem in winning. And that's exactly what happened. But the only difference is that the Yorktown, he stayed in port for only 2 days. They repaired this massive destruction that it had taken in Coral Sea over a 2-day period, and they sent them. Off they went. I think the Yorktown was about a day behind. The Enterprise and Saratoga left, and then a day later, the Yorktown left. And I'm not exactly sure what condition the Yorktown was in because, of course, I didn't look at it. I didn't read all that. I mean, I didn't see that part when I was looking at this. I looked at some videos and I read some stuff about it, but that just tells you, how good the Americans were, because we weren't organized. We weren't as organized in our air operations as the Japanese were. The 2 carriers attacked the Japanese, but the 3rd carrier, they went straight west, and one of the leaders of the flight, one of them flight squadrons or whatever, he said, "To hell with you guys, I'm going south. Where I know that the enemy are. We're going the wrong direction." And they said, "No, don't." He said, "To hell with you, I'm going south. I know they're not west, they're southwest." And so he's the one that he got there way early, and they got wiped out. I don't remember what they were, Vindicators maybe, or Devastators, but they got wiped out. But they held up the Japanese with Midway air assets attacking all day long. The Japanese did not have an opportunity to launch against the American carriers. They needed a 45-minute window to get to launch their planes, and they never got them because they were under constant harassment from Wake Island. And then that one guy he went southwest instead of west. They were sacrificed, basically. They all got destroyed. I think there were 16 of them. But, the Japanese didn't have a chance to attack, and Nimitz was right. The American, we had a lot of planes on our ships. And we just kicked their butt. And if you go back to episode 2 of what I'm doing here now, Lexington, the Saratoga, and the Enterprise were docked in Midway. And then they went out and they were fighting the 6 carriers and a big battleship group. One carrier group came from up here, one came from over here, and a battleship group came from right in the middle here. We started attacking these guys, but we realized these guys were right on top of us. We started waxing them, and then the battleships came in. So we attacked the 3 carrier groups down in this area until we destroyed the carriers. Then they had, I think, battleships or battle cruisers, some torpedoes, some cruisers, torpedo cruisers, and regular cruisers. They sort of started to retreat. We switched over to the battleships, and intermittently we started sending planes up here to peck on them a little bit because they were quite a ways away. We'd already fought them for quite a while, and our F4s, the Wildcats, destroyed a lot of the planes from this northern group. So in actuality, the American carriers are over here. The Japanese are coming in this direction. They had the attack force coming in these 2 directions. And the main body of that Yamamoto was back over here somewhere. There was a bunch taken up here to take out the Bering Strait bases. Those 2 carriers, they couldn't get there before 2 days to help. We wiped out that Kaga, set it in a blaze. Then we came back, got to Akagi and the Soryu, I think. That's probably not how you pronounce it. The Hiryu, which is probably not how you pronounce it, is the only one that left. And it decided to do a surface action, but it left a carrier in there. Then it decided to run, and it already made a mistake of coming after the Americans before it started to back out, and they just bombarded the hell out of them. They sunk all 4 of them. And that pretty much ended the Japanese offensive in the Pacific because they never had any sizable carrier forces after that. All right, so we've got 2 heavy cruisers against 5 destroyers. So we're going to go ahead and do this battle. First thing we're going to do is we're going to launch a spotter plane, and we're going to put it at maximum not maximum. We'll put them right there, 3,800 feet. It's Baltimore class heavy cruisers. So now while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and have them to attack. All right. And we just have to stay on top of this plane. He goes 272 knots, so that's more than twice as fast as the ones that they replaced. These are the upgraded Curtiss Seahawks. So they're going to get to altitude much quicker than the ones the older versions. But these two Baltimore class, they're pretty good vessels. If you look at them, they've got three 8-inch turrets. Okay, two in the front. They got 3 barrels apiece. And then they've got these 5-inch gun mounts. They got 2 barrels apiece. It says right here 4 times 5-inch. It's actually 2 turrets on that side. It's not. Just 1 second. I need to get something. But anyway, it's miraculous how, you know, that Admiral King that was in charge of the Navy, Nimitz was in charge of the Pacific Fleet, not an entire Navy. They didn't get along too well. King thought he was too passive. Even after he did that attack in the Coral Sea, yeah, he still thought that Nimitz was too passive. But we've almost got our guys. So we'll click the whole fleet. And they're right here. This is where the range of their guns are at the moment. We don't want that plane to get shot down. It's at about 3,400. So it's good. By the time it gets up here, it'll be, you speed it up a little bit. It's at the limit I put it at. And they're steaming right towards us. So the Boston, we'll put him on this guy. We'll let the Baltimore do whatever he wants to. Oh, the Baltimore, that's the actual namesake of the class. Let's put it on top. How far do we have until we can fire? Quite a little ways. All right, let's just speed it up. But it was just marvelous how Nimitz said that the Americans, you know, carriers can take out 2 of their carriers. And really, he wasn't saying a lot, really. He was saying that because a lot of the Japanese carriers, they simply didn't have very much armor at all. You know, the Kaga, who just took 1 bomb hit, got destroyed because its hangar bay was full of fueled up, armed up aircraft. The vapors went through the ship, you know, in the ventilation system and all this type of stuff. The carriers just weren't designed very well as far as that goes with the Japanese. I need to speed this up. Oh, now hold on a second. They're attacking my fucking plane. Yep, they are. They are attacking my plane. Alright, now they're not. How much more? Jesus. I just want to keep this plane ahead of them. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to control this one. Let's see what happens. That one's getting hammered. hammering them. Trying to. Alright, that one's gone. What is that Baltimore shooting at? Is he firing? Yeah, he's firing. Okay, he's firing. Oh, they've sunk 2 of them. 3 of them. Alright, he's dead. This one's the only one left. Alright, that's it. Alright. Alright, we got the Enterprise. Let's just keep hammering these bastards with our bombers. We're just going to move in here and take all these territories. Alright. Now we're talking. One, two, three, four, 5. Let's do one more scout. Alright. Now we've upgraded both of these two. We've upgraded this one all the way. Except not to the shipyard though. Merged. Okay, this run to into these guys right here. Let's go ahead and move them up. And we'll go ahead and have this guy right here patrol. Okay. I mean, these carriers, like I said, the reason Emmett said that the American carriers could beat one could beat two, is that their carriers weren't armored whatsoever. I mean, they were armored a little bit, but they were so poorly designed, and of course, you know, the Japanese haven't had to worry about that type of stuff until now. They hadn't lost a carrier, they hadn't lost anything like that. You know, they bombed the brains out of Pearl Harbor with these 6 carriers, and they just owned the Pacific, you know, the whole ocean. I mean, you look at how big it is with just this stupid, I mean, just with this map. It's not a stupid map, but, you know, the Philippines were pretty big. China, you know, that's a large, large area. That's the range on whatever shifts we got selected. Oh, it's Ohlers. Enterprise engaged the coastal defenses. Okay. But I mean, we've got to get down here and start defending. We got to take back Darwin. That's for sure. We don't want them to take that broom. And that's what we're trying to do. We really wanted to do that with this Enterprise, but we haven't been able to. But that's what Nimitz said. He thought that, because of the way they were ended up being poorly designed, they didn't have the armor they needed, that the American carriers could go sink two for each one of our carriers. And now here they are coming after the Yorktown. This Essex is not set up for anti-aircraft. Let's do that. These are 5-inch 38s, I believe, maybe. They're a different caliber, but I believe they're 5-inch 38s, dual purpose. That means they can fire regular rounds, and then they could do anti-aircraft. Really good guns, I know for sure. But all the ships are on anti-aircraft guns turned on. So that means they've loaded burst, them flak shells or whatever they use. All right. What do we have here? 2 fighters. So they're not using dive bombers. They're using fighters. And the reason they're using fighters is because we've already shot down their dam. All right, well, now they're down to only 2 carriers. Oh, the Saratoga doesn't have any. They don't have any attack planes left, it doesn't look like. No. Lost some fighters. All right, well, that's fine. Once that carrier's down, Once that carrier's down, then we'll have a much easier go of it. And there it is, it's down. I think I'll scout Midway with these fighters just before I go too far. USS Charleston is out of rations. Task Force 33 has engaged the enemy. Charleston. That's a little gunboat. How many do they have rations here? Yeah. Alright. How many rations do they have now? 6. Huh? Well, it says they have 250. As soon as these fighters get back. Did they make it? Yeah, they made it. We'll go ahead and send the Saratoga in here. Midway will be captured by then. Ooh. Well, they still have some. Okay. All right, you get in here. And you get in here. And I have noticed one thing is when you see there's a scout plane out here. It came from the Saratoga. When you put this on repair and resupply, now he launched that before I did that, but I don't think, now watch, I don't think you'll see them do any more scout planes. I'll go ahead and send our fighters out here. Oh no, where are you going? You get back here. So they're out of torpedo planes. Let me send a group of fighters. We're going 34 knots. All right, now repair. We'll put everybody on morale except for these 2 carriers. We'll put them on repair and it'll fix their aircraft faster. All right. 3 heavy cruisers, 2 cruisers, 1 destroyer. 4 cruisers, 2 destroyers. All right. I don't know why it does that. I'm pretty sure I clicked fleet, but they have rations now. Did you get rations, my friend? Yeah. Oh, hell. Don't tell me. Let me go ahead and recruit some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not very many, really. It's 15, but they're pretty decent fighters. Let's see if he can get that guy. All right. Let's make sure they're running. Yeah. They weren't, but now they are. 31 knots because of the Wasp. The Wasp is a little slower. 29.5. All right, we shut their spotter down, but there's still something out there. All right, now we next didn't mess with these guys. they went way the hell up there. Oh no, hold on, I'm on the wrong. I thought I clicked this one. Oh, they're just sitting there. I need to let my dog out. All right, so we've taken Midway back after losing it like a fool. We'll actually go ahead and end the episode here is what we'll do. And then we'll come back on the next episode, episode 8, and we will destroy this large battle group and figure out what's up here. There's a scout plane we destroyed. There's something out here somewheres. And there's 6 destroyers there. I think these super fortresses can bomb them. Before we leave, let's see what happens here. And we're going to go ahead and maybe we need to upgrade these guys. The Essex. We need 710 war bonds. These are fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we'll replace those. All right, that's 9 of them. Now it still says we need 350. Let's sell some of these. Now what are we doing? No, we're good. We're not going to replace those. All right, what do we have here? Okay. So we'll go ahead and start attacking while our aircraft are preparing. And okay, so we'll end this episode here, and we'll come back in the next one, and we'll see what we did with this battle group here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a happy holidays, and have a good evening.